What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more QBA battle or draft league battles with live commentary. Today we are going against the Roaring Sandstorms. This is the last week before playoffs, and even though my record hasn't been the best, if we win this, I'm pretty sure we're guaranteed a spot. Also worth noting that the winners from my raffle, I mean not the raffle, the giveaway will be announced in the next episode. I think given the fact that I filmed things so close together, I did want to give this as kind of a buffer to give people a last chance to comment on other videos to enter. So for people that are confused about what that is, you will see a link above to take you to my 5 rental teams, which will explain that. So looking at my opponent's team, it is Amoonguss, Celesteela, Gothitelle, Kingdra, Politoed, Regieleki, Rhyperior, Scizor, Sylveon, Torracat, and Trevenant. There are a lot of things in my mind that are very scary, mainly that Amoonguss having the ability to put stuff to sleep. Celesteela, we don't really have the best way to deal with it. Gothitelle can trap. We obviously have to deal with his Rain Core versus our Sand Core. Regieleki is scary. Sylveon can do a lot based on the fact that most of my team is Fairy. And finally, Torracat with the Intimidate, which definitely, given that, you're like, what isn't scary on this team? So looking at my team, first of all, we have this Lapras. So this is Assault Vest Lapras. That's mainly in the event that we somehow get caught with a Regieleki with a Gothitelle. So even if they go for a Gmax, or not a Gmax, even if they go for Max Lightning with Helping Hand, we will live it assuming that we are maxed as well, which can let us set up screens, which I think is really important. We also do have enough speed to outspeed max speed Amoonguss, so if they want to go for a Spore before we can set up, we are in a position to beat that. Next up, we do have Porygon2. Porygon2 is it's pretty standard. It's a very hyper offense version with Ice Beam and Tri Attack. I just felt like it was going to be the most relevant. I did want a little bit of flexibility with it. And while this team doesn't really benefit too much from Trick Room, I think it can really come in handy in the event that my opponent just gets a lot of speed up and we can get rid of Amoonguss. Or if we're dealing with Perish Song in the end, the ability to kind of switch speed tiers in the event that we can guarantee that they go down before us. Next up, Dragovich. Really not much to say. Fish's standard set. We do outspeed max speed Aleki, which is going to be really important under Sandstorm. But yeah, nothing super interesting outside of that. Next up is Tyranitar with the Lumberry. This is mainly in the event that I have to worry about something like a Will-O-Wisp or something like a Spore. We do have Rock Slide, Protect, Lash Out, and Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch is mainly just for the event that like I said, we need to set up terrain. Actually, you know what? I don't like Thunder Punch. I'm going to go with Superpower. I like Superpower more for damage. I think getting the attack boost will be better in the long run, just to deal with things like Torracat and set up for that. Moving right along, a pretty standard Rotom Heat set. Nothing really about this. It deals with Celesteela. It can deal with Amoonguss due to the fact that it has safety goggles, can avoid redirection, can potentially deal with Politoed in the endgame if we set up correctly. And then finally, we do have Flapple. Flapple is the mascot of the team, so I figured, you know what, we should use it at some point. So with Ripen, we do have the ability to double trigger Citrus, which can help us recover just quite a bit of HP. And especially with Recycle, we can, if we get Recycle as well as Screens up, we are in just a really good position for recovery, as we can set up things like Dragon Dance. We do have Grav Apple. Once again, we are the Grav Apples, so finally using that mascot. And then I just went with Wing Attack for coverage. It can help with things like Amoonguss. It does mean we are walled pretty hard by Celesteela, but overall feeling good about it in the potential endgame. So yeah, that is the team, and with that, let's just kind of hop right into the first battle. All right, so interesting. We're seeing no Rain Core, which I'm feeling really good about. It is going to be Reggie, Aleki with Goth, Torracat, which is something to be afraid of, Steela with Rhyperior, and Trevenant. Flapple isn't a really what we could do. I like Tyranitar. Porygon2. T-Tar P2 with. I could bring Lapras. I like Lapras. And. Do I want Flapple? How much time do I have? I have 60 seconds. Flapple doesn't really do too much. Let's bring Flapple. It's the mascot. We'll have some fun with this. So we are going to see a Goth Trevenant lead. So Trevenant with Goth. You are going to find out my items. Gothitelle is Psychic. So what we can do is we can lash out. What? Gothitelle. We could max Tyranitar. Right? We can go for Max Darkness into Gothitelle and go for an Ice Beam into Trevenant. We are going to reveal some information, but actually like not too much. So let's kind of go with that. I think maxing turn 1 is always risky, but we don't really have to worry about anything, especially if they have Will-O-Wisp. We will see Focus Sash. Most likely Will-O-Wisp coming out. We do see Trick Room, which I think is fine, as they will lose Gothitelle. TR, they do have Rhyperior. So we can... We go for a Max Darkness into Trevenant and an Ice Beam into Rhyperior. Let's Max Darkness here and reverse the Trick Room. We will see the Rhyperior max. It will go for a max Knuckle. So Knuckle, Horn, Leech. We do pick up the KO. I just realized actually that this is cutting off. So let's just move that down. Sorry about that. As we do see Regieleki in the back. So what? We can... Tyranitar is low. I do expect this to be a slow Rhyperior. So what we can do is we can go for a Max Darkness into Regieleki and go for a Tri-Attack into it. Because I don't expect them to think that my Regieleki is going to be super scary. We will knock out with Tyranitar, and then we do get the Tri-Attack off. We are still faster, so this looks like a very min-speed Rhyperior. So min-speed. And we can bring out Lapras. Yeah, we can bring out Lapras. And... oh, you have 1 turn of max left. We can Hydro Pump and go for an Ice Beam, as Hydro Pump will take it out. So overall, very good game. So a quick GG with an exclamation point. And then let's just do a quick rematch. So I don't really see a need to switch leads. Right? Tyranitar... P2, Lapras, and I'm just trying to think. You're probably going to lead Torracat. That's actually what I'm expecting, but I don't actually care that much. Flapple. Let's try the same 4. As I predicted, we are going to see Torracat next to Rhyperior. We could be cheeky and we have Flapple. We could swap into Flapple. You don't have a way to Trick Room, so what I'm guessing is you're going to fake out here, and then... Yeah, so I'm going to swap out into you, and then I'm going to go for a Max Hailstorm into Rhyperior, expecting to see Torracat fake out into... Oh, you're going to part... Okay, so that's fine. You're parting shotting. Parting shot. As we do see Steela in the back. So we are going to see Weakness Policy on Rhyperior. Flapple will go down. No, Flapple will recover, but that's not really going to do too much. I think, yeah, Flapple kind of is terrible. Let's go for a Grab Apple onto Rhyperior, as well as another Max Hailstorm. We do definitely want... We want Rotom in this next game. We also could bring Lapras. I think that Lapras is a really good adjustment for Game 3. If we had led Lapras, we actually would have been in a very good spot. We unfortunately are just going to double up into this We are going to see Life Orb on Steela. Life Orb. We can bring out Lapras here. I think that that's fine. We now, because we know that Lapras can deal with, what is it called? Lapras can deal with Rhyperior. We do have to figure out how we're going to deal with the Celesteela. I don't actually know why it is frozen. Why you freeze? Yeah, I don't know why Showdown has just frozen for me. I'm not getting any sort of error message, so this is weird. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're figuring out some technical difficulties. Showdown. Oh, there it is. Just fixed. All right, so we got that in. I'm going to go for a Hydro Pump onto Rhyperior and go for a Max Strike onto Celesteela, because we know the Celesteela is special, right? Because we saw Air Slash. Lapras should be faster, and it just went for that. We're going to see a Torracat swap in, so that's fine with me. Flash Cannon, good to know. Flash Cannon as Max Strike. Wow. Will do quite a bit, and I think with the Hail, we're in a really good position just to finish off this Celesteela, the subsequent. Oh, there is, hello, I forgot about you. We can Freeze Dry into Trevenant and go for a Tri-Attack onto Celesteela. Right? I actually forgot that there was one more. I was like, oh, we're okay. But this should work. We are going to get the Freeze Dry off. It is going to do a little bit less than I would have liked, as we do pick up the KO onto Trevenant, which will, I mean, not onto Trevenant. We will get the, what is it called? The hit off onto Trevenant. And now what we can do is, I want to, what? I don't really want to risk the Hydro Pump. I'm going to Hydro Pump onto Rhyperior and Ice Beam onto Trevenant. Hydro Pump will connect, and now we will connect with the Ice Beam, and then we do have Tyranitar in the back to clean up, right? We can easily bring this out, and then we do have Lash Out onto Trevenant, as well as the Ice Beam. So, yeah, overall, a really good set. I think Tyranitar and Porygon both very clutch. I think the move for more offensive Porygon was super great. And yeah, as a reminder, I will be announcing the winners of the giveaway tomorrow. So make sure to comment on the old videos, check out that. And until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.